Hey everyone, this is Luke again, and welcome back to yet another Ninjago video onto the channel today. Now, we are going to complete this little four-part little thing I had where I made videos about Lloyd, because, Lloyd videos can be quite interesting. So, and I know this is a controversial opinion of mine, but I'm basically the master of that. I'll just say it here and there. Read basically the title. I don't like Lloyd in Sons of Garmadon. I don't. He is an embarrassment of the original Lloyd that I grew up with. And it has nothing to do with the design and whatnot. It has to do with the character and the personality. And it also has nothing to do with voice acting. I love Sam Vincent as Lloyd. He was a great choice. But I believe the direction they went with his character and his personality really did not work in Sons of Garmadon. And I'm glad Hunted basically fixed that. Because to me, Hunted fixed it. So basically what I mean is, I just don't like, he was confident at first. He was confident, leader, which honestly he should have gotten the master role in season 10, but I digress. But he was confident. But then all of a sudden became a girl who he just who he didn't even know for like 20 minutes, and already he's starting to fall in love with her. Like, I mean, I understand it because I was kind of that way too when I was a little bit younger. And I'm sure plenty of viewers have done the same thing. But we now know that this is wrong. You can't do that to a girl. You just can't do that. And especially when Lloyd, in, I think it was the first episode, looks in her, bedroom or dresser room, something like that, and sneaks a peek at Harumi taking part of her makeup off, or face paint off. And oh my god, that is just pure, unadulterated stalking. That is stalking. That is creepy. That is in a way that's creepy, and it's perverted. Honestly, that's just disgusting. You don't do that. All right? I understand he's a teenager and whatnot, but like, I already went through that phase. I don't want to see anyone else go through that same phase that I did. I don't want to do that. I don't want people to make the same mistakes I did, because then it makes me feel bad. Then I don't know. It just feels like Lloyd just kind of gave in too easily to Harumi. And, there was this whole talks about, them going out on a date and whatnot and such. And then it's ultimately revealed that Harumi is actually a bad person. And, every feeling that Lloyd and Harumi were feeling, that didn't exist. That didn't exist. It was all made up just to seduce him. And honestly, though, I could see why a lot of shippers were pissed at this. I could see. Because I do believe that there was some sort of genuine connection. But me disliking the direction they were going in, I just could not accept it. I just could not. And my personal reasoning for that is mostly because I just don't like the direction they gave Lloyd. They made Lloyd from a confident leader to someone who is easy to manipulate and apparently super weak in that season. And I know, I'm complaining about Lloyd being weak when a lot of people give him shit for him being overpowered. I know. At least he's a lot more balanced now. He's a lot more balanced than he was back then. So, honestly, that was but to be fair, the nerfing thing was not just for Lloyd, it was for everybody, which I don't understand. I feel like they only nerfed him just to give the Sons of Garmadon a chance at winning, which honestly makes the season even more pathetic, if you ask me. I feel like you shouldn't have to do that just to give the enemies a fighting chance. I feel like, I understand that, sometimes the little guy can beat the big guy and whatnot. I can understand that. David versus Goliath, you ever heard of that? But I believe he shouldn't have to nerf the ninja in order to do that. I feel like the Sons of Garmadon could actually pull it off, but I feel like they only pulled it off because the ninja were nerfed. That's really the only reason why I think they won in Season 8. And also, I really just didn't like the direction they put him but in the last 2 episodes. Like, if episode 82 was the finale of Season 8, I would have loved Season 8. Season 8 would have been one of the better seasons, in my opinion. But episodes 83 and 84 kind of felt off to me. It felt more like a brand new season entirely than something that was connected to Season 8 itself. That's why I didn't like when, Garmadon, when Lloyd was questioning about, going alone to face his father. I'm like, are you that much of an idiot? I'm like, he'll destroy you. He'll destroy you, dude. And even his friends are like, yeah, bad idea. And I think one person said, I think it was Zane that said, you're letting nostalgia cloud your memory or something like that. Something incredibly similar. And Lloyd appeared to listen, but then he says, he gives a whole fuck you to the ninja and just basically locks him in a room just so you can face him alone. And for what? For what? What is he trying to prove here? That he could save everyone? Dude, that's unrealistic as hell. I understand that, you saved your father once. That's one thing. But to believe you could save him again just based upon that logic? Especially when news reports and even your own friends are saying, this is not the same Garmadon. This Garmadon is going to fuck you up, chew you up, spit you out. It's like he just lost all common sense at that point. And I don't like that Lloyd and Garmadon fight. I know, again, another very controversial opinion, but I'm the master of that. So, basically, a big reason why I didn't like the fight was because it's super one-sided. If it was more evenly matched with Garmadon coming out on top in the end, then I would have said, okay, at least it made more sense that way. And I understand what they were trying to say. They're just showcasing how powerful Garmadon is. But it doesn't mean you have to completely slaughter them. I mean, take a page out of Zane versus Mr. E. Zane actually put up a good fight, and then Mr. E got the upper hand and won. That one was more realistic because it was more evenly balanced, whereas Lloyd and Garmadon, it wasn't evenly balanced. It was a slaughter. It was a slaughter, essentially. And I don't know. And also, I hate his stupid wind-up thingy that he does. It's like, why are you wasting time trying to wind up? Just fire! Just fire! I hate getting angry like that, but like, it's super obvious that the wind-up ain't gonna work. You're just wasting time. Just fire! Like, him building him up and then firing at him, like, right when he's point blank, and it don't affect him at all. I honestly feel like Lloyd lost in that fight because Lloyd was being a dumbass in that fight. Not because Garmadon won, but because Lloyd lost. In a sense, Lloyd beat himself in that fight. He underestimated Garmadon, and he overestimated his confidence and abilities. You could argue, well, that's the point. He's supposed to do that. But when you compare it to the Lloyd of the past, Lloyd of the past has, questioned his abilities. I'm not going to argue that. Season 2 proved that. But to me, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, especially with the amount of development he's gone through from Season 2 to Season 7. It just doesn't feel like he would do that again, honestly. And, well, honestly, I feel like he deserved that punishment. That honestly, when I think of that scene now, I feel like that's punishment for him being such a bad character in Season 8. He just is so terrible. And I I can't understand why people like him that much. I feel like the only reason they do is because of the Lloyd and Harumi thing. I really am being honest. I feel like the Lloyd and Harumi thing is the main reason they like it so much to the point where they think it's amazing. Where I don't. Luckily, season 9 basically improved on this by, having this, underdog story of coming up from the ashes like a phoenix and rising up and becoming strong again. That was awesome. But season 8, they weakened him down, and then season 8, they brought him up, essentially. So, in a way, it's kind of like a phoenix, where Phoenix dies, and then born from the ashes, it's reborn into another being, But, honestly, I just don't like season 8 Lloyd. And also his personality is just way too, simpy, if you know what I mean. He's just simping for Harumi every chance he gets. I hate simping in the series. And before you target say, well, what about Zane simping in season 3? He didn't really simp all that much in season 3. I think he only simped like once, and that was it. Whereas Jay simping is basically his entire character, which is pathetic. And Kai simping doesn't even happen all that much throughout the course of season 4, especially since that development is basically almost useless at this point, but 2022 might change that. But anyways, I'm done ranting about this because, I had to get it off my chest because I know that a lot of people love this incarnation of Lloyd, but I just do not. But anyways, what do you guys think of Season 8 Lloyd? And what do you think of my personal comments against this character? Do you agree with them or do you disagree with them? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the red subscribe button, and click on the notification bell to see every video that I will upload. And I'll see all you folks in the next video. Bye-bye!